January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. I don't know why I just had a problem. So I have 3 months to kind of stick where I am. And I need 250 guests, which I've got 160 right now. So trying to get more people in the park, trying to get those people more excited. So let's go ahead and try to do that. Let's spend a little bit of money to get this miniature railroad going. I'm a big fan of miniature railroad as transportation design. So let's do it right here. No, let's do it right here. That'll give us a little bit of room to kind of wrap the queue around here. Ooh, steel roller coaster. Don't want more roller coasters. And we'll make the station a little bit long. And we'll just pattern this thing on over here. This doesn't have to be super fancy. In fact, it's probably better if it's not super fancy at all. And it's just going to go over here to the other side of the park. The park's not big. I mean, let's be real here. Let's be real about our situation. This park is not ginormous by any means. Let's delete that. And delete that. Going over into the forest here. It's a kind of a beautiful little experience, but sadly we're gonna kind of cut through the forest to make it happen. And we'll do kind of the thing that we did before. Let's do some station platform. Boop, 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 boop. We'll do kind of the thing that we did before, and we'll make this go over. Ooh. Come on, I know what park I'm in. There we go. Make it kind of go over the train track. I'm sorry it took so long to say that. I get so invested in my Frontier time. But yeah, so this is kind of gonna be the tone for this whole series. A lot of chilling out, a lot of just verbalizing my choices, because that's fun for everybody. Let's get this out of the way and just kind of talking, not talking about Hemlock Grove, but certainly talking about some of the other stuff. Kind of get this diagonal going. Diagonals are kind of weird in this game, but it'll get you the full. I think we can get the full angle right here. Whoop. Yeah, excellent. And there's a lot of, well, not a lot of, this game is actually infuriating. Sometimes it was infuriating when I was a kid. You'll notice that we are almost completely out of money. That this little zone, trying to build this little thing, has bankrupted us as an organization. You see, so I've messed this up, which is why I did this far enough away. So you can use this little S thing. So S bend right. So this game, as I said, mostly infuriating for the way it forces certain design decisions, but sometimes not infuriating at all. So let's do our entrance, our exit. For this side, let's do our entrance and our exit for this side. And look at that. Wow. We got this thing that's bankrupted us as an organization. And we'll call this the choose you. And we'll make it cost $2. You'll notice down there at the bottom that the slippy slide has broken down. I'm getting so excited about this game, I'm sorry. But the slippy slide is broken down. That's why we hired that mechanic earlier. So those things don't keep happening to us. So we got a little message before that said our entrance fee's too cheap, so let's gonna knock that up another $10. Basically, you kind of incrementalize it until people say it's too much, and then you go do something else with your time. So we're gonna bend this out a little bit, and then we will. Whoop, come on, we'll do this, and then. We'll make this go up, pop, pop, pop. And then we'll move it over here. And then we'll make it go down. I like verticality. And we'll, actually connect these two things. We can just do it normally, though. Maybe we'll do it better than that. I forget that drawing in a line is a little more difficult in this game than you might believe. So look at that. We've wasted so much real estate. Look how ugly that is. I love it. Perfect. Exactly what I want in my park. You notice the line to get back is, well, it exists, but it's a little bit longer. This is our new attraction. Go somewhere else in the park. The ride. Like Batman the ride. Okay. So, what do we have over here in our research tab? Steel roller coaster. Not great. Our next thing's going to be a shop or a stall, and it'll be done soon. Ooh, you have to, like, hover. 16th of June, so in about 10 days. Hard to tell when days are going by. We can make a little, food court over here. Let's see, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can do that. And let's put a burger time over here, burger bar. You'll notice we've made a little bit more money. We're doing a little bit better. And I believe this game, I know at least the sequel, but I believe this one allows you to kind of competitively price things. So you could price things differently across the entire park, which makes for some interesting things. I don't know if that actually can control behavior or not, but it is interesting for sure. Put a bunch of stuff here. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I don't like it when they tell me I can't do things. And then let's put let's put a tree here. These are tropical trees. These are bushes. Let's put some cherry trees. They don't really belong in this locale, but what's a theme park if not for doing things that don't make any sense for its location? So there's all kinds of color schemes that we can do. We can do different colors per vehicle, and we could change each vehicle. Let's do all in the same colors, and let's do them bright red, like a monochromatic bright red, so we know where they're going. But then we'll change it to different colors for vehicles, and then vehicle 6 can make it blue. How about that? Double blue. Look at that thing. Excellent. What a great time. And I think you can actually make them steam train. When there are the different additions for rides that you saw before that you can research, that can be different kinds of trains. But yeah, we could actually close the ride, take it down to 3 cars per train, and it would go more quickly. But not worth doing that. But we can do this. We can wait for a full load. It could be continuous circuit. And we'll just say 3/4 load, and we'll go. So it's always running around. So you can see stuff kind of beginning to break down. We're gonna down here. That's just a thing that happens. I think it's easy to start panicking about that, but it's not worth it. We've got a second handyman now, so we got more territory, so let's get a second handyman and have him checking that stuff out. And here's the exact reason why you get a second handyman. There's vomit there on the ground. Some jerk went on the roller coaster, went and had a vomit on the ground, and ruined my whole day. So let's see, I don't know why I did that way. Let's break this for a second. It's like make this guy's life a living hell. Uh-oh. This is a lesson in how not to do things. Whoop. Come on. There we go. It's a little cleaner. And you'll notice they made their way there. Let's see if there are any negative thoughts. I think you can actually see. I can't expand this, but people like music. Oh, these people are sick. Big excitement is too intense for him or her. Who thought that? Nigel for him. He's still happy though. Look at him. He doesn't need to go to the bathroom. He's a little nauseous though. So the free rides have gone away, but look at it. Look, we've got $2,000. We can actually begin to pay down our loan. Now you don't have to do that in this for this park in particular. There are some parks where, remember we looked at these goals here, where the goal is have no debt, and the time frame is very long. But for us, we're just here a couple months, just trying to make stuff better. Trying to make things a little nicer. We can add this nice little tree here. Add some trees. Kind of matches the other stuff we have going on here. But not there's not a whole lot. Oh, yes. The information kiosk. This is beautiful, and actually I think one of the most wonderful parts of the game. So, what's easiest to do is to, let's rotate the whole camera. I don't like doing this because I think it's disruptive, but let's go here, delete that, because the information kiosk, unlike other things, has 4 separate access points to them. So you can, it's best to kind of surround them in a thing. So putting it here on the edge of this kind of public square kind of thing is very beneficial. As you can see, it's hidden, sadly, by this thing. But what's great is that you can change colors and change the umbrella colors. So I'm going to say that this one is purple. And we'll charge the same price for everything throughout the park, and we'll take the umbrella up to $3. Because when it rains, no one's bringing their own umbrella. When it rains, they just kind of have to deal. So let's build another one over here. And we will actually change the... Did I actually open this one or not? I'll check in a second. But we will... we'll change the color here, and the other one was purple, so we'll make this one... We'll just keep it red. That's fine. That's A-okay with me. And we'll change the layout of the land over here a little bit. Boop, boop, boop. And let's make this a little square for funsies. People can kind of wander around, and we'll put some benches here. I like the idea of allowing people to kind of sit down and have a good time and use a trash can appropriately. It's really my favorite part. It's making sure people use trash cans appropriately. And this is really the most, I mean, this is the learner level almost. It's very, very basic, but my word, I love this. I love every little piece of this so much. We're actually going to change this up. We're going to change it to 3 cars per train. I hate to close it first, but I think this is more interesting. So we're going to do 3 cars per train and then 2 trains. So they can be running in tandem with one another. And of course, those people who just got kicked out of line because it closed, they just go right back. It's not that big of an issue, but it is a bummer. But yeah, I like the idea of creating these little transport systems that get people to other parts of the park and get them to come back. Like I was saying before, when I was growing up, this theme park that we could go to, almost like a static carnival. It's that level of creation. But it had a little train, and it didn't really take you around to other parts of the park. You just kind of toured it to see everything. But there's something lodged in my imagination about that just makes me very excited. And I think there's a way of running it. Let's see what happens here. 3/4 load. Yeah. We'll move that back to full load. There are some that allow them to run in tandem. I think that the monorail system that you can get later in the game runs in tandem. I wonder why. We're gonna... So, mowing the grass, as I said earlier, is kind of an issue because they just really get party-minded when it comes to mowing the grass. They mow it all, and it does look beautiful. They do great work, but I'd prefer they clean up that vomit. See, it gets kind of scrubby there. Gets it going, because it negatively impacts people's opinions of the park. You can kind of get this group idea, and you kind of want more people to think the park is clean and tidy because that makes your rating go up. Then you want them to think, oh, it's Vomit Town Central over here. So we're going to have a log flume next. I think the log flume is small enough to build right here. So that's going to be really great. Kind of need to build something here. I'm not sure what rides I have left. I don't want to build another roller coaster. I don't find them nearly as exciting as maybe some other people do. And I also don't think one will fit. The shuttle loop might. Yeah, shuttle loop is kind of almost like a Six Flags Over Georgia circa 1998 kind of ride. Which makes sense. This game is from back then. But can I see it? Yeah. Yeah, we'll go ahead and build this. And we'll build it right here. And we'll put the entrance here and the exit here. And you know what? We're gonna make this one. We're gonna make this one exciting. We're gonna do a red line here. Bop bop, bop bop, bop bop, bop, and that there. And we're gonna build some benches. Let's make this a $4. No, let's make this a $3 ride. I got a lot of heart in me not to make it too expensive, and we'll call it Death Wish 5,000. Log flume is available now, so people will be able to get on that. You can do all kinds of different modes. Continuous circuit mode, I don't even know what that would mean. Reverse incline launch shuttle mode, I think that just makes it more exciting. You can increase the launch speed a little bit, which might shoot them off the top, but I don't think it will. You can make a minimum waiting time, which is pretty interesting. Let's make that, oh shit, yep, so look at that. Boom, boom, boom. That just exploded. So don't increase the launch speed. Whoops. Reset. It's all good now. Nobody worry about that, for sure. Maybe we'll decrease the price a little bit. So when you have a park accident, it's bad news bears. And generally it's bad for your thing, but I don't think it's a big worry right now. Unless people are thinking about it. In which case it's bad news. We'll check in just a second. Let's make this bright flesh tone. And so that's gross. Whoop, gets right up to the edge. So when the accident happened, it just pooped on over the edge there. You see this grass? That's what this handyman should be doing. So what I tend to do for that kind of problem is I just have him do nothing other than mowing the grass. Because you can see it's kind of growing around over here. And so we got that. And everyone is probably worried they're going to be murdered by that thing. That's a big problem. And so we'll run an ad campaign for Death Wish 5,000, which, of course, the name seems oddly appropriate. And there we go. There we go. Now we'll wait for things to happen. Now these little choo-choo trains, these little small choo-choo trains, they're going on across. It seems like maybe fewer people. Oh wait, the 3-cart doesn't include the right number of people. I made a mistake there. 3 cars per train includes the thing, the engine, and that coal train, which seems completely useless. So let's just go back to 1 train. 1 big train, 6 cars per train. Go. And the way you can increase the number of cars, the number of trains, all that stuff, is you can just increase the length of your thingy here. The station. Look at those people. Look, they're all jumping up and down. Everybody loves that ride. What a great ride. I think the reason I enjoy these games so much and just kind of conceptually like them so much is that it's about making people happy. Making theme park rides that make fake weird little people happy. And there's something about that I just love. So I've spent hours before making my own log flume ride, but we're going to kind of skip that in favor of just showing what can happen. I'm looking at a little preview here so I can see exactly how the layout of the entrance and exit is supposed to be. Sometimes that's actually more confusing than you would think. We're going to waste some space here. I mean, there's plenty of space back there behind this to do things in, but for some reason I can't construct that there. Okay? What about here? I can't remember. This game sometimes requires you to clear out all the trees and things manually. $15 to clear out a tree is profoundly cheap, by the way, if you know anything about the commercial logging industry. There we go. And so yeah, so we're gonna put the entrance and exit right beside one another. You saw on the preview it wasn't that way, but sometimes things can't be the way they are in the previews, you know. We could actually make this super long if we wanted, but I don't really have the room, and I don't care enough to do that. I am gonna put some waste baskets here. Don't want people throwing up anywhere else. So yeah, it's gonna be an awesome ride. We're gonna call it whoops. We're gonna call it Logtown. And then we're going to make it cost $3. Not a little bit more than Death Wish 5,000. And you can do all kinds of interesting stuff. I believe that you can implement... Where is that? It might not be in this one. Block flume bloats. Yeah, it's not on this. Sometimes you can implement all kinds of different tracks to it. Like when you build it, there's... I know for like the wooden roller coaster, there is like a take your picture, and I think there's one for this too if you build it in, but hard to know. So yeah, so people just get in these little floats and start running on along. And you see this handyman's just kind of doing the business here to make sure that the park is nice. Which, good on him. You know what I mean? What a great guy. There's vomit here. I don't like that. Unhappy with that. So, I don't normally do this, but, so I'm going to make him kind of a freelance guy. He can kind of wander around and do what he wants. There's not a lot of footpath in this park. Ooh, it might rain, and that'll mean that our kiosk, the kind of delivery for this kiosk is going to happen. Yeah, so watch this. While I build some waste baskets for this vomit town over here.